Hello, people of YouTube. It's Brittany and her goddess here on the tube and elsewhere. Okay, even though you're not looking at me, like the topic is hooching for the algorithm. I almost did. I was this close. But people that have seen me on the interwebs, it's like you've seen me before. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And people talk about going from like mainstream kind of participation in the world to your spiritual eyeballs opening up. And it's a level of awareness because when I was posting online for people to see, I didn't think of it that way. I thought I was just participating. That's all. I'm just like, this is just what people do. So on a fitness journey, it's just like, well, I'm showing my body because I'm trying to lose some weight. So I try to show my progress. But when you really think about it, what is going on? It's like what we're asking for is, what do you think of my body, people of the internet? But the thing is, you decide for yourself. If you want to lose some weight, if you want to put on some muscle, if you're trying to change your shape, whatever you're trying to do, you decide for yourself. Like other people didn't weigh in on it. And if they did, like seriously, strangers on the internet. But yeah, it's a validation move. It's a asking for acceptance move. And we call them progress pics and all that. But seriously, it is a validation question. I was thinking in the direction even of fitness and figure competitions. But in fitness, not so much, because there is actually like a dance portion. There's like acrobatics, like you show what you can do with your body. But the figure portion is just figure competitions are just your body, your looks. So that's why I didn't do it. I realized that I'm just like, I have to tell myself, I have to realize for myself when I'm good. There isn't any amount of person, anybody that could tell me enough that I look good, unless like it matters. Unless it matters what they freaking think. And why does it matter so much how much somebody thinks? I'm really glad for the documentaries on the bodybuilding folks. There was, is it Pumping Iron? But there was a documentary a couple years out that included, is it Greg Platt? But Greg transitioned out of this physical experience, and if you saw him before, if you watched his career, like yeah, the man was on his fitness. He looked great. Um, but he talked about insecurity, eating disorders, and stuff. And in that documentary, like it was being spoken about that some of the quote unquote best bodies, best looking people on the planet feel extremely insecure and obsess about every little thing, every carb, every calorie, the workouts, everything is meticulous to maintain a certain look. And there's always something to pick at. So, uh, where I was going on this hooching for the algorithm chit chat, there's two things. One, having a little thought, thinking a little bit about what are we trying to say in our messages? Is our look contributing to what we're saying? Is it a distraction? Like, hopefully, people are too busy looking at you to to notice that you haven't said much. Is it? See, I'm silly. Um, is it in alignment? What is the appearance doing? And I've been aware when my appearance is distracting from what I'm saying, good or bad. So it's not a matter of me hiding or not. It's that I want to be heard. I really do. I'm not trying to hide what I'm saying or confuse with what I'm saying. I'm doing the best I can to be as clear as I can. And I don't want any part of my features to take away from that. As a person, though, have I wanted validation? Have I wanted people to think I'm cute? Yeah. Yeah. Feels nice. But there's only so much you're cute, you're beautiful, I like the sight of you that one can take before it's just like, well, can I talk though? Or will my talking make you go away? Will you want me to just shush so you can look at me? I'm not always talkative. Sometimes the shushing will just occur. Like you don't have to shush me. I'm just quiet. I don't have anything to say. I'm listening. I'm happy to listen. But yeah, it is important to me that there's not just tolerance for hearing me, but that it's enjoyed, it's appreciated that I speak, that there's gears turning in my head. I do think. I contemplate things beyond lipstick color and hair. I think of all sorts of stuff. I witnessed something tonight, and this might be a little delayed. I know that I think it's like the Essence Festival that this event was at, but there was an Aaliyah tribute, and everybody knows, like if you've been an Aaliyah fan, like she was beautiful, beautiful, but also exceptionally talented. Kind of quiet, publicly, kind of quiet. Heck, even privately, depending on the company, what was going on, kind of quiet. But known to be both beautiful and talented. And in this tribute show, there was numerous artists up there that, like The Job. The Job was, like, I don't know where fits, where Aaliyah inspired fits. Do Aaliyah inspired looks? Sing her songs. Do the dances. Everybody did great. It seemed like they might have like turned people's microphone off or something for a period of time, or turned the volume way down on their mic, because I think anybody that knows Chloe Bailey knows she can sing, and she sings hard, strong. Uh, so to not hear her, like she knows where to hold the mic. She knows, like she was singing, the mic was there. So either they turn the volume way down or they turn the volume way down, because what the heck? And Normani's performance, I really think they turned the freaking mic off. Uh, because she too can sing. Maybe not so loud, and she was dancing way strong, so. Where am I going with this? This was flagrant ritual. I'm like, yo, did you all see this? I was skimming the comment section. Like, is anyone gonna say anything? It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. But I'm just like, what are you guys like? I think that they were summoned to participate, but it's not like they orchestrated that. There's okay, I've mentioned this before. The danger of riding in the wave of somebody that has transitioned or even somebody that is still walking the earth, because what they've experienced might not be what you want to live. Anna Nicole witnessed this, and she very much was like in the Marilyn Monroe kind of wins. And if you watched Anna Nicole, if you watched her back in the day, uh, you would witness she was a very sweet person, very innocent person. You might say, oh, she was troubled. She was on some sort of drugs. So was Marilyn by and by, drinking a little drugs, a little bit of stuff. But generally, quiet women living their lives, sweet chickadees, really wanted to be famous, wanted to be loved, talented, knew they had sex appeal, used it, but both got flabbergasted by the reality of what power is amongst humans. How it's gotten, how it's maintained, who has it, what do they do with it? It can be overwhelming, scary, causes a rethink in faith. Because you gotta have faith. You gotta believe in something to get where you're trying to go. But just like the people that are aware of ethereal beings, and I'm talking about the people that are aware in the physical sense, not in the spiritual sense. Because the spiritual crowd, those of us that are working with cards, maybe we got like the Starseed Oracle, like we've got some otherworldly beings, like the Ascended Masters deck. We got some beyond this reality intel. We might be totally comfortable with that, get to the point where we're totally comfortable with that energetically. But it could be different to you if you were looking at somebody that doesn't look like a person, quote unquote, doesn't look like a human, quote unquote. It's our looking at folks that look like what we recognize as folks that helps in the mind. The deeper someone is in this mysterious stuff, the more they're aware that people aren't just people. Not all people. There is hierarchy or levels in this experience. A number of people fight really hard to get up there. Trying to get up there, man. And then they kind of lose their canoodle with what they see or what they're made aware of. And I think it's a normal thing. Like, most people don't go like catatonic, like silence and rocking in the corner. It's not most people. Most people go screaming, yelling, talking a lot, talking really fast, trying to tell as many people or whoever they consider the highest up what they know. But the thing is, there's so much background or prep that's necessary for understanding that, of course, a person that's spazzing out doesn't really make much sense. That's why, as much like Disclosure Day is a movie, like most people would respect Steven Spielberg as a director. It's just like he's got a long career going. He's made a bunch of movies. A lot of people love his movies. He is in everybody's faces saying, this was not fiction. It's like, the story is fiction, yes. He's like, but he's saying the information, like what I'm trying to say here, what's being presented is not. This is based off of reality. How much louder do you need? He named the movie Disclosure Day. Everybody's been waiting. All sorts of people in the alien, the community, otherworldly being community, have been like, when is the government going to disclose? They have congressional hearings on it. These people are high up in the government. They're saying it's real. What more? And now people like the government's fake. Okay. All right. But you're still listening. So you listen to some things the government says, but other things are just way too hard. I don't know what J.D. Vance said, but he said something. Like, I know he has spoken to the effect of not denying the reality, but speculation about aliens, demons, angels, like what context are the beings in a religious sense? I think that's nonsense and distraction, but what can you expect? Come on now. But that's it. Like, what more do you want? So all this has been said, and I have said, in terms of biologic technology, if for humanity, our cutting edge is plastic surgery. We can change faces, bodies, with special effects makeup, we can make people look totally different. So this is where we're at. So you think that it's far-fetched for the otherworldly to just look like a human? like for the sake of propriety, just not trying to cause a stir or anything. You think that it's such a huge jump to walk around and prefer looking like a human? Exactly, if not close. Not a huge jump. To be a human, not a huge jump. People expecting the otherworldly to be like with tentacles and slime. I don't know, looking like something out of the movies. Like those are movies. Like the purpose of a movie is to entertain, right? Entertain, tell a story, but also I think that it's separated in people's minds what they would expect somebody otherworldly to look like, green or gray or blue. But consider that human disclosure, human understanding started with us knowing that we aren't just who we are in our bodies in this lifetime. So you can think of yourself as a being of light. Like, okay, when I transition, I'll be one of those orbs that you catch on camera. Or maybe that's just how you look through the camera on the phone. Maybe that's how you look to a human, like with a human eyeballs when you're not in your body, your physical body, and you haven't taken on another form. Considering how beyond this life, looking different, two different people, is not a complicated thing, not a process like all this stuff. You're morphing into something else. No, you just look different to whoever needs to see you different. Whatever someone would prefer. And it's not a big deal. It don't hurt your feelings. You look how you look. You are what you are for the moments or to whomever needs it. So, all of this to say, I think that the whole disclosure thing has been occurring for quite some time. It is time. Humanity can put on its big girl boy panties and take this, accept this. And it's not a huge deal. It might be a little surprising But really, it's just interesting. Isn't it interesting how different people can look? Some people feel more comfortable the more similar that people look, would prefer thinking like all humans look the same or want all humans to look the same. I think that we might be moving towards a time where the whole of the populace starts to look more similar. Yes. Similar enough where if you're coming from another place, we generally look alike. Like that's the human look. Some would say we already do, but I argue, no, we don't. No, we don't. We got different colors, huge variations in height. Our facial features are totally different. Our hair is different. So, no, right now, there is a pretty decent variation. You could just say that we all got the same, generally, the same amount of limbs. We got our eyeballs. We all have a mouth, like those things. But I do see us looking more similar in time. But if we can sit here and think of that for ourselves, we should consider the ethereal, those from other dimensions, other spaces, as potentially having variations within their species also. Like there's not just the Squatch look. Like there's variations of Squatch. Uh, and people that have witnessed, it's like, I'm not trying to be too silly. Um, People that have witnessed and witness commonly, like in their community, like it's a fairly regular thing that one has witnessed. They'll say like, yeah, they are not all the same. there's there are variations, but to the general public that has never seen a being like that, it's just either the Squatch or the Squatch look. There's the Greys look, and that all the Greys look that way, and maybe their species has turned into looking the same. That can very well be a possibility. But is there also a possibility that they got different features and we just see them as similar because we're human? Yes. Of the people that have witnessed a gray, how many grays did you see? Did you stare at them real hard? Maybe their eyeballs got a little different shape. Maybe their nose holes are a little different sizes. Maybe some of them got a little sprig of hair on the top of their head. Uh, yeah, I'm putting stuff out there right now. just challenging the mind. But it's good, it's healthy. challenging the mind is healthy. So anyway, long prattle is consider appearance beyond beautiful or not, or attractive to you sexually or not, or attractive to you as in a marker of success or wealth, abundance, or good health or not. Thinking about what the sight of appearance is saying to you in general and in every human that you look at. When you look at somebody, what is standing out to you and what does it mean to you? Because consider that might be the message, that might be the reason they look that way. Whether they went out of their way to look that way, they got makeup, hair done, put together an outfit, whether there looks to be effort put into the appearance or it looks like they didn't. They woke up like this. They woke up like this. Consider what reason it means, what it means to you. All right, I've said enough. So if you stayed with me this far in the video, I appreciate you. I am sending lots of love your way, many blessings, and I'll see you in the next one.